Are we live? Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
We're on
back
the internet.
to Book Jeopardy. We took a 2-month hiatus for the holidays because Alan was, I don't know, sick, tired, dead, busy, school, whatever. But we are now back in what is hopefully full form. And we have here 3 fantastic contestants, which I'll get to momentarily. But thank all of you who have come to watch this live and play along. Before we start, though, please let me go ahead and say the ground rules of, guys, do not type. Please don't type the answers in the chat. If you have been here, you know this rule. Please don't do that because it messes up everything because they can see the freaking comments, and that upsets the wah. So please don't do that. But you can play along. You can be like, I know it. You can be like, I got it. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Especially if there's categories, if there's questions that I've written that I know no one are going to get, it pleases me when I see people in the comments say, I got it. So, my contestants today, we have Grace Dion, we have Pete, and then the return of everyone's favorite archvillain, Klaus. And the reason this happened is, so Zara, who is here in the chat, so like we replaced Zara for a reason, and then we just kept the replacement, even though she's like literally here right now. But we were gonna have Zara initially in the last episode, and she had work, and then we were gonna have her in this episode, and then she got sick, and so we replaced her with Klaus. I just needed a really quick replacement, and Klaus agreed, and I figured Klaus wanted a second bite at the apple, and being the hand of the king, it's the least I could do. But then we postponed it, and so there wasn't really any reason to keep Klaus, except for the fact that we want to see if he can redeem himself. So Zara will be joining us at some point, but for now, these are our contestants. I will let them introduce themselves and their channels before we get this show on the road. Grace, you go ahead and start.
Oh, I should have prepared something. No, but yeah. So my channel is literally just my name, Grace Dion. I like Alan's pronunciation, personally. But yeah, I do mostly fantasy and a few other genres, maybe like some contemporary, some romance. I'm trying to branch out a little bit. But yeah, mostly fantasy. And that is me.
Word. Hold on. Thank you, Hillary. We got the police in the audience. Thank you, Hillary. She's the guard. All right, next, Pete.
Hi, my name is The Ponderings of Pete. Well, that's not my legal name, but it's the channel name. I also read a lot of fantasy and talk about a lot of fantasy, and I'm also trying to branch out. I try to do fantasy and sci-fi. I'm doing more sci-fi and doing more like nonfiction and stuff and weird books like Infinite Jest. So
Nice. And finally, Klaus.
Yeah, I'm Zora. I'm from the British Empire and I live in London. My booktube channel is called Books with Zora, and I like reading books.
Thanks, Klaus.
oh yeah, Jonathan Strange.
Zara's actual channel name is The Contradictorian, where he will, I don't know, talk bad about books.
Offend you, yeah.
Yeah, but it also talk about, Klaus he's both. He'll bash the books you love, but if he loves it also, he'll be a soldier in your army. So the winner today, guys, the winner of today's competition will go to the Tournament of Champions and face Leanna and Dr. Kate for the final spot in the Tournament of Champions against Jessie, the bookish mom, and Sarah from Sarah Reads. Sarah is here currently scouting her competition. Sarah, who is heavily favored in the Tournament of Champions due to her ridiculous buzzer skills with a Z. So, hang on. So I got to write y'all's name down so we can actually start this piece. So I don't have mine. This is my score pad. Guys, we keep it low tech here. Every now and then people suggest, like, there's like simulators you can like do it on the thing on like a screen where they can. I'm like, I don't care. No, we keep it all like manual analog effects here, like the original Star Wars.
What you should do, Alan, is you have the tree up all year long anyways. You should make it so you can program the LED lights on the tree to come up with the scoreboard.
I should. And that thing's it's only there till March, so
I was going to say, if you want to go full low tech, we actually have to make the buzzer sound ourselves.
But then I would do that if I could freaking tell who buzzed in first. So we will see. All right, guys. So here we go. This is Jeopardy! So, guys, there's one daily double in this round. Let's take a look at the categories, shall we? This is what everyone's hoping. This is what everyone waits to see, the freaking categories. So hang on. The categories we have today are in round one. Perhaps. Oh, there's some good ones in perhaps today, y'all.
Oh, my.
We have self-published, followed by "'Cause This Is Thriller." Crossword Clues E. In Crossword Clues E, I will give you the number of letters in the response. Every response will begin with the letter E. Then we have Book Math. And finally, the Long Price Quartet.
Knew it.
Because I have 3 people who have read the frickin' series here. There will not be any spoilers for Long Price Quartet in these questions. I try to keep them all spoiler free. So behind the scenes, we roll the dice, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And Grace will be going first. Grace, it is your choice.
Okay, no pressure or anything. I want to start with perhaps for 200.
Yes, this pleases me greatly. Yes.
Cue the heart pounding.
All right, here we go. Remember, in perhaps, the answer is the title of a book, but in the best way possible. So here we go. Smog, Saphira, and Toothless work together to plan their senior prom, perhaps. Smog, Saphira, Pete?
Dance of Dragons. What is Dance of Dragons?
That is correct. What is Dance with Dragons? Good.
Oh my God.
Pete. You're bored, Pete.
Let's do perhaps for the next perhaps. I thought we did 100, 200 the first round, or am I just tripping?
2,
No?
4, 6,
Okay.
8, 1.
Okay,
So,
I'm tripping. It's fine. Not really. I don't
like
do drugs.
this one. I like this one, y'all. I like this one. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta clear the frickin'. I gotta use the clearing the thing for Hillary. All right.
Hillary's there in the chat.
I know. I got it, Hillary. Oh, here we go. This is great. The cause of a riot on Olympus when Zeus informs the guests of his barbecue that it'll be another 3 hours before the ribs are done, perhaps. I'll read it again. The cause of a riot on Olympus when Zeus informs the guests of his barbecue that it'll be another 3 hours before the ribs are done, perhaps.
What?
I have an idea about that now.
The cause of the riot? The hunger of the gods. The hunger.
Oh my God.
I thought the god is not willing, but yeah.
They're hungry because the ribs, 3 hours till the ribs are done. They're hungry. Start a riot.
My brain
You cannot expect me to get a John Gwynn question correct, Alan.
You don't have to know. You don't have to know anything about it. Pete, the board's still yours.
Next perhaps. Let's get it out of the way.
Oh, man, we're cleaning it out early. Okay, here we go. This is good too. All right. Conquer neighboring states, eliminate potential rivals, put garrisons in the province, but offer your subjects protection and benefits enough that they support you over any other option that may arise, perhaps. I'll read it again. Conquer neighboring states, eliminate potential rivals, put garrisons in the province, but offer your subjects protection and benefits enough that they support you over any other option that may arise, perhaps. Samson, can you eat quieter, please? Boop, boop, boop. The answer is how to rule an empire and get away with it. How to rule an empire and get away with it.
Is that Parker?
Who's that by?
Parker's Siege. It's the sequel to 15 Ways to Defend a Walled City.
Oh, I've never even. Okay.
Look, Christina got that one right. True story.
Oh my.
Pete.
We're gonna clean out perhaps. Let's go.
Thanks, Pete.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I'll eat my hat. I'll eat my hat. Here we go.
All right. All right.
Zeus, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Demeter, and Hestia, perhaps. No one will love me after this one. I'll read it again. Zeus, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Demeter, and Hestia, perhaps.
Modern Family?
I have two. No, I have two, Charmaine. The father of all of those is named Kronos, where we get Chronos. So they are the children of time. The children of time.
No.
Yeah.
I love it and I hate it.
No.
My hat is safe. Pete, do you want to finish that one?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes. All right. This is my favorite
Oh
of
no.
all of those. This is my favorite one. Here we go. How are you still eating, Samson? How much food did you give that
I don't know the
dog?
title of this book.
You've been eating for 10 minutes.
I think it's the Bible.
Yeah, probably. Samson doesn't really eat in the Bible. That could be Judges.
He's just like, all right. I can't think straight. All right, here we go. Mac deciding this hand of poker is too rich for his blood, perhaps. I'll read it again. Mac deciding that this hand of poker is too rich for his blood, perhaps. Mac deciding that this hand of poker is too rich for his blood, perhaps. Someone in the comments has to know. Yes. Boop, boop, boop. The folding knife. Mac the knife. Mac the knife.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
still don't get it.
It's a very famous old song. Mac the knife. It's like a Sinatra song, isn't it?
And it's a German play.
And then when you
So I should have known.
when you go out on a hand of poker, you fold.
Yes, I get that part. It's the knife part that just.
Look, my wife got it, y'all. So
Well, you can
Why
tell
are you
your
so
wife.
surprised that your wife got it, Alan?
Man,
well, y'all went 1 for 5.
I've been so good at guessing perhaps questions when I'm not on the spot, and then my brain just shut down like completely.
My brain
Well-
doesn't even exist.
There's no more perhaps. That went exactly as I expected it to. So,
I was so proud of myself for getting the first one.
Pete,
Let's do book math because accounting.
book math. So, guys, okay. So, in book math, if I mention the title of a book and nothing else, like the number that corresponds with it is the number in the series. So, if I said Well of Ascension and nothing else, that stands for 2 because it is the second book in the series, okay? For order of operations, you go in the bloody order I tell you. Do not use your fancy math order of operations. Go from the first thing I say to the last thing I say. Pretend it's all in parentheses. Don't be like, well, order of operations, if you're doing the multiplication, that technically should have cut. Hush. First to last. All right. Book math. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Bobby Darren. Thank you, Melissa. All right, here we go. The number of years of solitude minus the number of shades of gray minus the number that flew over the cuckoo's nest. The number of years of solitude minus the number of shades of gray minus the Grace.
What is 49?
That is correct. 100 years of solitude minus 50 shades of gray minus 1 flew over the cuckoo's nest. Well done. Boosh. All right, Grace, your choice.
I can hear my mom cheering from downstairs.
Nice.
I'll just continue with book math.
All right, book math for 4. No one ever gets book math. Like, that was 200 for a reason. I don't anticipate anyone getting the rest of these. So here we go. As Jake says, they always know 2 of the things and not the third. Here we go. The number of books in the first law universe times the number of currently released King Killer books times the combined number of ready players. The number of books in the first law universe times the number of currently released King Killer novels times the combined number of ready players. Pete?
54.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect, and I know the mistake you made. I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
It's fine.
Pete. Grace?
What is 36?
I'm sorry, that is, I know what you did too. That is incorrect as well.
Can you repeat it again?
Yes, I can, Klaus, because it's all yours. The number of books in the first law universe, note I said books, the number of books in the first law universe times the number of currently released King Killer novels times the combined number of ready players. It's not a dig chase, Philip. There's just a I'll explain.
So 54.
That's what Pete just said, though.
Yeah, but nine first law books because the 10th is a short story anthology times 2 King Killer books
First
times Ready Player 1. Ready Player 2 makes 3 players, so
Klaus.
3 times.
Klaus. First law books set in the first law universe. 2 King Killer novels and then ready players. There are 10 books in the first law universe. 1 is a short story anthology. That's correct, but it is a book. King Killer novels does not include Slow Regard of Silent Things, which is a novella, and then 3.
Ooh, you're tricky.
That's why I emphasize them. I emphasize them with my.
I wouldn't have got it right anyway.
I feel like Ready Player should have been 2 though, because technically there's only 2 players. Because
you're adding 1 and 2. That's how we play this game. If it has a number in the title, we add it. Get out of here. Look, guess judges. All right, they sided with me. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I got 2 of the numbers wrong, so I was done for.
No worries. Here we go.
Same, Hillary. Same.
What Hillary's saying? I'm saying 18 times 3. Oh, gotcha.
Is it still me since none of us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Grace. No one gets any. Don't worry.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll just do book math for 600.
Of course you will. It'll still be your turn after this. So, all right. Why not?
Fine then.
Okay, good luck. The number of Hogwarts houses plus the number of divergent factions times the number of groups in Maze Runner. The number of Hogwarts houses plus the number of divergent factions times the number of groups in the Maze Runner. Pete.
16.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I'm going to throw my pen. Some point during this.
I'm not even gonna guess.
Groups is so unspecific.
Not when they're called. Boop, boop, boop. There are 4 Hogwarts houses plus 5 divergent factions
Balls.
times 2 groups, Group A and Group B. So 5. So 9 times 2, 18.
Man.
It's been a while since I read Divergent.
Grace, I am a seer.
Yes, I will throw it.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go for book math for 800. So
Why not? I have done this category multiple times, and I'm like, I think there's like maybe 4 times So that's like 20 questions. I think maybe 3 of them have been gotten correct. And I don't anticipate anything different here. So here we go.
Well, I'm proud of myself for getting one of these.
Good for you. Here we go. All right. Why not? So, the number of books in Codex Alera plus the number of mainline books so far in Dresden minus the number of books currently released for Cinder Spires.
Nope.
I could just say a random number, but
You should say a random number.
Number of books of Codex Alera plus the number of currently released Dresden mainline novels minus the number of currently released Cinderspire books. Boop, boop, boop. There are 6 books in the Codex Alera plus 17 Dresden novels, 23 minus a single Cinderspires novel in the Aeronaut's Windlass equals 22. All right. Well.
Yeah, I knew none of those numbers.
same.
Let's just finish it off.
Why not? Why not,
Indeed.
Grace?
Why not,
Let's
indeed?
end our suffering.
As soon as you said Codex Alera, I was like, well, I already don't know it. So.
All right.
I would have guessed Codex Cantina.
Bad.
The Dragon Reborn plus Memory of Light minus Lord of Chaos. Dragon Reborn plus Memory of Grace.
11. What is 11?
No one ever gets the Wheel of Time ones. That's right. That's right.
She's reading the freaking thing.
I'm reading them right now, though. So.
But you know the books that come after it? Good for you, Grace. No one ever. I use the Wheel of Time books because no one ever knows the freaking order they come in. Nicely done, Grace.
Yeah,
I will say.
40%. Who would have? Wait.
The score right now, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
going to stop while I'm ahead with math.
The score right now stands Grace 800, Pete -800, and Klaus -400.
Balanced, as everything should be.
Yeah.
Get my coffee here. Hold on. Wise, Hillary, wise. Hold on. Okay, well, book math is over. So we've gotten the 2 that everyone hates out of the way. At least nonfiction isn't here. So, Grace, it is now your choice.
Okay.
Self-published, because this is Thriller. Crossword clues E and LPQ.
I am very intrigued by the because this is Thriller. So
Because this is Thriller. I'm
Do I have
sorry,
to sing it?
what category did you choose?
I can't do that.
I don't know what category you want.
I'll choose a different one, Alan.
Okay.
I'll
We'll do
keep
the
that
Thriller.
for
We'll do the
200.
Thriller.
I don't care.
We'll do Thriller. All right, here we go. This is because this is Thriller. All right. Clear the board. All right. This author is best known for her thriller. I need to turn my lights on in here. It's dark. This author is best known for her thriller novels like In a Dark, Dark Wood, Turn of the Key, and One by One. Oh no, this is the easiest one on here.
Oh,
No. What have I done?
We're fantasy nerds. What are you talking about?
I'm not confident enough to answer it.
Quid Facisti. Oh no. Oh, this does not. What have I done? The answer is Ruth Ware.
Oh no, I did know it. Oh.
Ruth
I'm
Ware.
sorry, Alan. I did.
I
know
am
it.
Greg right now.
Well, it's
I'm
not
not
gonna,
aware of
it's
her.
not going to get any better.
Well,
All right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Grace.
All right, let's continue.
All right. Yeah, I need to watch more BookTube. I watch so much BookTube. Every one of these are on. Anyway, here we go. This 2019 thriller about a father and son moving after the death of his wife sees him caught up in the I can't read. Caught up in the events of a soft-spoken serial killer, one who was thought caught 20 years ago. This 2019 thriller about a father and his son moving after the death of his wife. Grace?
What is the Whisper Man?
Soft-spoken serial killer, the Whisper Man. That is correct.
Nice.
That is correct. Grace?
I'm just gonna keep going with
Because
that.
this is Thriller! All right, here we go.
You have to clear it. Is that why it still says?
Yep, thank you. This thriller about a classics professor has not been met with the same acclaim as the author's previous work about a woman who shoots her husband. This thriller about a classics professor has not been met with the same acclaim as the author's previous work about a woman who shoots her husband. Sorry, Jimmy, that's the title of the category. Grace?
What is The Maidens?
The Maidens is correct. People haven't liked that nearly as much as Silent Patient.
Yeah, you threw me off a little bit because I did not know what The Silent Patient was about at all. So,
and then doesn't talk about it. Grace Dion.
sorry, just collecting myself, you know? It's the nerves. I'm just going with the same category.
Because this is Thriller! Shimon! All right. Vincent Price part is the best part of that song. Where's my thing? Here we go. In Search of Blood. All right.
Make sure you clear it. I'm Hillary today.
I'm out of practice. This 2020 BookTube darling, with an iconic green cover, involves a ghost story and a haunted Victorian estate in the woods of Vermont. This 2020 BookTube darling, with the iconic green cover, involves a ghost story and a haunted Victorian estate in the woods of Vermont. Y'all don't watch my Jeopardies. Boop, boop, boop. The answer is Riley Sager's Home Before Dark. Home Before Dark. Everyone was talking about that book when I started BookTube. Would you like to finish out the category, Grace?
I would like to. Thank you.
All right. Oh, ain't nobody getting this one if y'all don't get that other one. All right. This 2020 Goodreads Choice winner involves a wedding set on an island off the coast of Ireland until someone winds up dead.
Star Wars.
Boop, 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 boop. Goodreads Choice winner in the thriller category last year, The Guest List.
Oh,
Lucy Foley.
Yep.
Lucy Foley. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the book, but don't know what it's
Yes,
about.
yes.
So,
All right. Man. What a
This is
round.
spectacular.
Here's what's left, Grace. We have self-published, Crossword Clues E, and Long Price Quartet.
all right, I think I'm gonna go into Long Press Quartet for 2.
Thank you.
All right.
Klaus, you're going to be sad when you beat you on the buzzer.
I mean, she is closer geographically.
Long
So
Price
Yeah.
Quartet. Worry not, ladies and gentlemen, there are no spoilers here. Here we go. In the Kayate, noble sons are sent to the school for poets, run by this venerated master given this title. Klaus.
The Die Quo.
The Die Quo is correct.
That buzzer speed.
You all
To be
know
honest, you've used that question before.
Jeopardy does that too.
Okay.
It's hard to remember, especially if it's that far back. But anyway, Klaus,
LPQ for 1,000.
LPQ for 1,000. Look at Klaus. Look at Klaus.
Go
Someone
straight
jack
for it.
this from Klaus.
all right.
Punish him for his hubris. All right. So, in Shadow and Summer, this female islander is cruelly treated in a dire plot and turns her rage toward vengeance against those who set it in motion. Y'all don't remember.
Grace is in her mind palace.
It's empty.
Empty rooms and echoing halls.
You do not know, Charmaine. You haven't read the book. No way Charmaine knows. Who says I know I'm not a god? Who said I'm not? Oh, yeah. Punish for hubris. You're right. You're right. I'm the god of Jeopardy here. Boop, 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 boop. The answer is Maj. Maj.
Oh, okay.
Maj. All right, Klaus. Now that you've been humbled.
LPQ for 400, please.
There we go. There we go, Klaus. Climb Olympus one step at a time. Don't go straight there on Pegasus. All right, here we go. The word ligo ligare, at the root of words like ligament and ligature, is the Latin word for this action used to describe the summoning of an ondat. Klaus?
Bind.
Correct. What is bind? Yep.
Oh,
Ligo ligare means to bind or to tie.
that's cool.
All right, Klaus?
Next one in the same category, obviously.
All righty, here we go.
Can you clear us, please?
Thank you. I need to move my keyboard where I can freaking see it. It's buried. All right, here we go. Otai is the youngest son of this winter city where large swaths of the population live underground during the coldest days. Klaus?
Machi.
Machi is correct.
How did you get that before me?
Barely.
Oh my god.
I have learned my lesson from Adrian.
Would you like to finish that category, Klaus?
Yes, please.
All right. LPQ. Here we go.
Can you clear us?
Yep. In the world of the Kayam, respect for a peer would be shown not only in a pose, but also by adding this honorific to the end of their name. Respect for a peer. By adding Grace.
What is Kia?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect, Grace. Klaus?
What is Quo?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect, Klaus. Pete?
I got nothing.
Damn, I know it now.
Oh, you didn't buzz in. Okay. Sorry. I thought you buzzed in.
Nope.
Quo is for
I can't
Two
answer
letters.
twice, can I?
Oh, yeah.
Ya is like a diminutive, like it's like for cute things or people younger than you. Cha.
I thought Kia was for the people close to you.
Cha is for peer. Yeah, but cha, I mean, that's fine, but it's like really familiar. Cha is for peers, like
Oh.
that are on kind of the same level as you. Cha. Man, a triple stumper. Well, it is what it is. Zara got it, but to be fair, Zara, you're currently reading the book.
Yeah.
So you can't boast about that. Well, Klaus, you did get out of the negatives and then drop right back down to 0, but at least you're no longer negative. We have 2 categories left in this disaster of a first round. Self-published and crossword clues E. Klaus, you have the board.
Crossword clues E4000, please.
Crossword.
It's
Hubris. You must be punished for this, Klaus. All right. 3 words, 15 letters. 3 words, 15 letters.
Does only the first one start with E?
My question, exactly.
A alliterative title of an upcoming novel about guild houses, magic-powered machines, and draconic priesthoods. Grace?
What is Engines of Empire?
That is correct, because Grace watches my channel. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Grace. Good job. This is really just a test to see who my friends are. Like, that's what Book Jeopardy is. I'm really just like, I'm like McCarthy rooting out communists. That's what I'm doing. So. All right. Again, here we go.
Can you clear me?
I clear before I read the question, y'all.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the top of crossword clues E for
There we
200.
go. That's right. That's right. Like a mortal. All right. Crossword clues. I think it fell. 5 letters. This book-loving wallflower inadvertently finds himself at the center of a heist/revolution. Pete?
Who is Elend?
Ellen is correct. Who is Ellen?
Oh, wow.
As Pete begins to climb out of the hole. We got a ways to go, Pete. All right.
That's halfway there. Living on a prayer.
You're at minus 600.
Oh, that was 200? Oh, I'm math. I let Excel do it for me. 400 for E.
All right. 400 crossword clues E. Here we go. 9 letters.
Oh.
9 letters. Bennett sisters serving as the main protagonist of an Austen novel. Pete.
Who is Elizabeth?
Elizabeth is correct. Now you're at negative 200, Pete.
600.
Crossword clues E. 7 letters. 7 letters. 3 children return from all over the world to find out who killed their father, a man who held this ruling title in the first book in a Stavely series. This ruling title. 3 children return from... Klaus?
Emperor.
Correct. Emperor's correct. Emperor's Blades. The Emperor's Blade. So that was for 600, Klaus. Klaus has money. All right. And thanks, Kieran. Do you want to finish that category, Klaus?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Finishing out crossword clues E. 6 letters. This half-elven lord's name means stardome in his own language. Grace?
Who is Elrond?
Elrond is correct. Elrond
Oh, God.
What happened, Klaus?
Both hate ourselves now, Klaus. It's
I
fine.
was
I
half ever made me think of
Tanis?
tennis. Yeah. And I was like, that's not an E in there, so yeah.
Ugh, Tanis. There's another book that has a character named Tanis, and I'm like, someone was telling me I'm going to like freaking Unhewn Throne apparently has a character named Tanis that someone told me I was really going to like. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to think of anything but Tanis half-elven. All right. Self-published.
Let's do
How
it.
much, Grace?
Oh, let's just start from the top again.
Let's do it. Here we go. Start from the top, self-published.
Started from the top, now we're here.
Reaper
Yeah.
was the 10th book in this self-published progressive fantasy series. Pete.
The Cradle series by Bill White.
Cradle is correct. Pete, you are now at 0. You're finally out of the hole. All right. Pete, your choice.
Keep going. 400.
This massive 2020 self-pub release features representation of autism spectrum in the protagonist. Pete.
Dragon Mage by M.L. Spencer.
In the form of a question.
What is
There you go.
Dragon Mage by
You're
M.L.
American, Pete. Klaus is excused, kind of. Pete.
Excuse me. When I was a child,
money. You now have money. All right, Pete.
I have money. Can I invest it?
Continue.
Can I invest the money at a 2%
No, this is
return?
not weakest link. You can't bank it.
Yeah, let's keep going. 600.
All right, here we go. This first wuxia novel in the Mortal Technique series was a finalist of SPIFBO in 2019. Pete.
Never die.
Why did you not just pick this category to start with, Pete? Did you want
Because
to,
I wanted to build some.
you wanted to let them get a head start? So you
False
could
sense
like
of suspense.
hustle? All
False
right.
sense of security.
Next.
Exactly. Yeah, keep going. Let's go.
Pete, it's the Daily Double. You have 1,000. You may wager any or all of it. Do you
All of
have
it.
hubris? How much hubris do you have? Did
All of
I lure you into a false sense of security, knowing that this would be your downfall, or is it more of the same? How much are you going to wager, Pete?
Any.
You
and
have
all.
1,000. You can wager any and all. of it.
Absolutely all.
You're truing it.
All of it. All or nothing.
Okay.
It's the first. It's
Okay.
the first. It's good.
Here we go.
I thought about this in the car on the way here.
Guys, in the crowd, give them a round of applause. When they true it, people applaud them. Good job. All right, here we go. Though his works were initially self-published, after making it to the semifinals of Spiffbo, Mark Lawrence advocated successfully for him to be picked up by Orbit.
Oh, I have a feeling I know what this is.
I know.
Who is Josiah Bancroft?
Josiah Bancroft is correct. Josiah Bancroft is correct.
Oh.
Doubles his
Oh,
mark.
God.
And then finally, last question in the round, and I'm very proud of this question.
Ooh,
That means no one's going to get it.
No,
I'm
proud of
arrogant
it.
right now.
It also
So
isn't. I don't know. Here we go. This self-published champion is probably adored also by John Manticore Keynes, Alan Goblinspan, and Adam Blacksmith.
What?
This self-published champion is probably also adored by John Manticore Keynes, Alan Goblinspan, and Adam Blacksmith.
Daniel Green?
Pete?
who is Daniel Green? Is that
No.
cheap?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, guys. Oh, no.
That's
What
cheap,
have you
isn't
done?
it?
So
It's fine.
John Manticore
Klaus, why'd
Keynes
you do
is
that
supposed
to
to be
me?
John Maynard Keynes. Alan Goblinspan is Alan Greenspan. And Adam
Yeah.
Blacksmith is Adam Smith. What do all three of those people have in common?
Colors.
I don't know who any of those people are.
They are
so-
dead?
They are economists. The answer is
Oh,
orconomics. Orconomics.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I hate myself. It's fine.
Oh,
The
dear.
one book Gregory has read. Okay.
Klaus, you were right. I liked the question, meaning nobody got it. You're right, Klaus.
I
You're
hate myself. It's fine.
right. Gregory, Greg, tell me you got that question. Greg's in the audience. Greg, tell me you got it. What
No,
are-
he didn't.
I said, what are they all? I said, capitalists. Oh, Greg didn't get it. Greg. Well,
I like the question in theory, but when I have to answer it, oh.
did anyone in the chat get that one? Certainly someone got it in the yeah, Lauren Lullabies. Look at that. That was a freaking good question. Thank you. Anyway, at the end of round one, at the end of an absolutely riveting round one, Grace is in the lead with 3,000. Pete is second with 1,000. And Klaus is on the board with 600. With a game this close, it is still anyone's game. So, guys, we're going to go for a commercial break. Psych yourselves up, rebound, get a cold drink, and I got to set up. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna need to stretch because I've been sitting on the floor.
I think I'll start drinking.
Grace, is your family still cheering for you?
Well, I heard some, but I feel like I disappointed them in that last round, so it's been pretty quiet down there.
They've abandoned you. They've disowned you.
The one
They
that I
left the bandwagon.
was the Daily Double, so it's kind of like,
All right, let me bust out my round two question.
I hate myself. It's fine.
Let's see if any of these are better. Like, I write these questions, I'm like, oh, that's too easy. And then it's not.
and then it's
Guys,
not.
One day when I am dead, they are going to build monuments for my unappreciated genius. One day. Because
I didn't pay attention to the question.
these questions are so good and they just go they're so reviled. But you know what? I do this for me. It's so fun. So fun. Look.
I think they're
freaking-
good. Like, I think they're really clever, but that doesn't mean I know them.
The championship round, it's going to be hard.
Oh, Lord.
It's going to be like Tournament of Champions level questions. All right. So in the chat, who do you guys whose team are y'all on? Who are y'all rooting for? Are you guys? I know my Huber's definitely been checked. EB. I'm just teasing. Who is on Team Grace? Who believes that Klaus can return from the grave? And who thinks that the humble nerf herder will make a comeback here in round two?
Are you in the grave, Klaus?
Yeah. It's fine here.
So let's see. Hold on. I don't make them intentionally vile, Rodella. They're wonderful. Look, Penny loved my thriller question. Ash the Viking is for Grace. Cyprian's on Grace's team.
Canada.
Ben, well done, Ben.
Surprise.
Very.
Thank you. Sal is on my team. Hillary is all the way Team Grace. Man, look at this. Klaus, Angela's on your side.
Of course, she's my twin.
You should know that, Klaus, that, I don't know, Angela may have roused some rabble against you. Kai's on Pete's team. Sharon's on for Grace. Derry won't pick. Grace. Pete. Canadian, I will definitely win. Gregory.
I mean, if we add up the values of the questions that we didn't get, Alan is
This one.
definitely winning. So.
Hannah says
Oh yeah.
Hannah's hoping for 0 correct answers this round. Thanks,
Thank
Hannah.
you. That's kind.
Zara's also on your team.
Of course.
Sarah's with the Canadian.
Canada.
Katrina's on your team, Klaus.
Oh, heck yes, Darren.
Carissa, this is my sister. My sister-in-law, she took like 8 months to read Send of the Sens and then read Armor of the Sphinx in 2 days, and she's on Hot King now. So she actually just got a new car, and she named it Mr. Winters.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I know.
And then she's gonna read Fall of Babel and hate it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she won't. You know what she'll do? If she doesn't like Fall of Babel, she'll be like, you know what? I didn't really like where it went, but
No.
Bancroft is still an amazing writer. 3 stars.
Those are fighting words, Klaus.
Look at this, Klaus. Hillary says she's against you because you said she was going to lose. Great.
Yeah, well, did she win?
Shots fired. Baron over here with Pete.
No, I guessed wrong in the very last question. That's why I'm at 1,000.
Here, Klaus, look at this. You're still traumatized from Achilles.
Oh yeah.
What does Das Pax Du mean?
You're gonna get it. Sort of
Okay.
that. Yeah. I've also changed my name to Klaus and from Zora because I feel like I'm shaming her with my
Oh,
performance.
My wife is doing German on Duolingo, so she always comes up to me and just says like random German phrases like mein Mann ist klug.
That's a lie.
That is not a lie. I am very klug. Klug means intelligent, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I thought it was probably like cute or something.
No,
but
Klug,
No.
that would make more sense than Klaus like saying that I am. What is not? What is not? Is it
Nicht.
nicht?
Yeah.
Nicht klug? No.
Yeah.
Nicht. Dang. Is what's I am? Ich bin.
Ich bin, yeah.
Ich bin nicht klug, according to Klaus. So rude. All right. All right. Run out the categories here.
very klug.
I was nice for the first round and that didn't work, so
Now we have to be mean. I know. You got to change.
yeah, I have to get back to my real self. I'm not Zora anymore
by doing what?
by being passive aggressive and active aggressive as well.
All types of aggressive. Got it covered.
No, I should had.
You should have
1,000
1,200.
is how much? No, 1,000 is how much I should have because that last round.
Yeah, because with the daily double, if you have 1,000 and you bet 1,000, you don't get 2,000, you get 1,000, right?
Yes. Yeah, I get 1,000, and then I answered wrong in the very last question, which was worth 1,000.
Correct. So
Yeah.
Back to 1,000.
Still more than I have.
I think
Anybody game.
think the thrillers are currently holding me up.
I was hoping the self-published would hold me up a little bit more.
I'm still looking for
in that
Shakespeare.
category, and rightfully so because I didn't get any of them.
Pete, didn't you read Orconomics?
I did, but I didn't think economics. I
Look.
focused on Goblin too much, and then Klaus said something, and
That's Klaus being passive aggressive. You got to be careful about that.
No more talking if it's not your turn.
Yeah.
If you're not buzzed in, no responses, or else I'm going to take points off.
Mm.
All right, here we go. This is Jeopardy Round 2, the Double Jeopardy round, where the points are doubled. And there are two. Flip. Is Christina in the chat? Katrina's talking to... I guess not. Oh. Anyway, Katrina said, so am I, Christina. Anyway. Oh, Leanna's here. Leanna's rooting for you to lose, Klaus, so she said.
Because she's afraid of facing me in the next round, obviously.
She is. And Klaus, this is why I am your true friend. All right, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at the categories. Klaus, you will choose first in the round that begins with sci-fi, science fiction.
Oh, no.
I'm dead.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So science fiction. The Silver Mines. Silver in quotation marks. The Silver Mines. Followed by location, location, location. Next we have new Sarah J. Maas novels. So, for the Sarah J. Maas category, you are not guessing an actual Sarah J. Maas novel that has been published. Do not guess, what is it called? Court of Fury, or what's the other one? What's the first one? The assassin
Court
one.
of Thorns and Roses?
The Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass.
Don't guess any of those. It's not a real thing. I'm making it up.
Do you get points for guessing that?
No, you miss them. I am going to give you a probably inappropriate scenario, and the answer will be in the form of a court of blank and blank. The first blank will be a single syllable, and the second blank will be two syllables or an elided three syllables, like Kelsier. Like Kelsier's technically three syllables, but Kelsier counts. So it'll be something like that. If you do not answer in a court of blank, and it's not one syllable and two syllables, it will not be correct, no matter what you say. So please adhere to the format. After Sarah J. Maas novels, we have classical misters. And then finally, alternate titles.
Oh, my.
Oh, God.
Alternate titles.
Oh, this is gonna
Everyone's
be interesting.
favorite. After perhaps. All right. Klaus?
Oh, my God.
New Sarah J. Maas novels for 2000.
Oh,
You're on the
Klaus.
last one already? Klaus. All right. New Sarah J. Maas novels, 2000. Remember, a court of blank and blank. Let me take a drink before I start this one. In this new wintry romance novel, we see the king of Westeros become snowed in at Winterfell when he and his friend from their youth are forced to huddle naked together for warmth in order to survive. Steam ensues.
That was too quickly. I thought it was over.
Klaus,
Dang it.
Klaus, you can buzz in because no one else buzzed in. So go ahead, Klaus.
What is the code of Ned and Robert?
A court of Ned and Robert is correct. Court of Ned
Back
and
in the
Robert
game.
is correct. Nice, Klaus. Well done. Well done, indeed. All
So we
right.
found the hidden question for Klaus, huh?
Yeah, same category for the second highest amount. 1600 or what is it?
Yeah, 1600. All right, for 1600, here we go. A court of blank and blank. In this new sapphic novel, an orphan mistborn is helped to become comfortable with her new powers and her body by a spacefaring daughter of a coward seeking her own comfort. Grace?
What is a court of Vin and Spencer?
A court of Vin and Spencer is correct. steamy. There's no excuse for these questions. There really isn't.
It's too bad Skyward's not part of the Cosmere, or else that crossover could happen.
Oh my God, this is fan fiction. All right, Grace, your choice.
I'll just keep going like downwards the same direction.
Oh, all right. For 1,200 SJM novels, here we go. If disturbing. Correct, Cordella. All right. In this... In this dystopian May-December romance, our hero from District 12 betrays her rebellion for love, becoming the First Lady of Pan Am. Klaus?
What is a court of snow and Katniss?
Oh.
A court of snow and Katniss. That's correct. That's correct, Klaus.
I feel dirty.
Yep.
That was like the second to last question I wrote. Look, Melissa did a puke emoji. Anyway, all right, Klaus.
Yeah, obviously, same category for 800.
All right. Okay. What am I doing here? All right. In this spellbinding new book, a bumbling red-headed Gryffindor suddenly finds himself under a love potion given to him by one of the Slytherin scions. Pete?
What is a court of Ron and Goyle?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect, Pete. Grace?
What is a court of Ron and Draco?
A court of Ron and Draco. I would have also accepted Malfoy.
Technically,
That fan fiction might exist.
Technically, what?
of course it does. I mean, a Slytherin scion that applies to Goyle because he is.
Yeah, but
Because he didn't
Goyle's
say
only
which
one
Slytherin.
syllable, though.
Goyle is two
But
syllables.
Ron is one syllable, so.
Goyle is what? Pete?
Goyle.
What'd you say about Goyle? I mean,
It has the rhythm of two syllables.
Does it, though? Do you say Goyle when you say it, or
Goyle.
do you say Goyle?
It's stretched out.
no. I mean, if Kelsier counts, you know what, Pete? I'm not going to give it to you, but I'm also not going to dock you points. All right. So I'm going to restore your points because he is from Slytherin. I just thought it was obvious that who would guess Goyle over a Draco? Pete. Anyway, you want to
I'll take it.
You want to finish this category, Klaus?
Grace.
Oh, Grace. Sorry.
I would.
All right.
Yes.
Here we go. Last one.
Can you clear us?
No. All right. In this buddy cop, will they, won't they? Oh, sorry. In this buddy cop, will they, won't they novel, the commander of the City Watch finds himself unexpectedly attracted to a foreign woman from a far-off tower who joins the force with the power of her metal arm. Right?
What is a court of Vimes and Edith?
A court of Vimes and Edith. How dare you cheat on Sybil Vimes? How dare you?
She's not a foreign woman. She doesn't have that.
It's not
charm.
exotic. This is Sarah J. Maas trash. Vimes would never. All right, Grace. That's out. All
Okay,
right.
let's see.
Sci-fi, The Silver Mines. Location, classical misters, and alternate titles.
Gonna go straight for sci-fi because I want to get it out of the way for 400.
What is y'all watch BookTube? Surely.
I just when I did my stats, I was like, oh, I read one sci-fi book this
I
year.
saw
That's
that.
a
I did see
good thing.
All right, here we go.
So I won't know them.
Technology so advanced as to seem like magic is one of the premises behind this venerated Adrian Tchaikovsky novella. 2021. Pete?
What? Oh, God. No, that's not it. I Shoot, I completely forgot. No, what are the elder races?
I'll give it to you, Pete. Elder race. Elder race, Pete. Elder race. All right, Pete.
I was thinking eldritch for a second.
You're bored, Pete.
I almost said eldritch race. Keep going, sci-fi 800.
Was I enraged by a question of mine? Which question was I enraged by? I forget.
One of the SJM ones.
Oh, gotcha. All right, here we go. Sci-fi. Some of this sci-fi thriller author's lesser-known works include Snowbound, Abandon, and Perfect Little Town. Some of this sci-fi thriller author's lesser-known works include Snowbound, Abandon, and Perfect Little Town. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, venerated. Sal, venerated was the clue for elder. Venerated was the clue for elder because it comes from the Latin veneris, which means, or where's it come from? Veteris? Anyway, that was the clue for elder. Oh, the answer here is Blake Crouch. Blake Crouch. Blake Crouch. Do y'all know any other sci-fi thriller authors?
Are those the Wayward Pine books? Are those the titles?
Dark
Wow.
Matter. Dark Matter. The other one, Recursion. All right.
Keep going. 1200.
This Gibson novel is not the first cyberpunk novel, but it's still considered one of the earliest and the best known of the genre. I'm sure there are, Charmaine, but I don't know any. Really? Really?
Never been into cyberpunk.
I mean,
Not
I
the.
hate cyberpunk, but Neuromancer.
Oh my lord, I'm an idiot.
Neuromancer by William Gibson.
Yikes.
I'm learning so much.
No idea.
Pete,
Keep going. 1600. I'll get one of them eventually. Hopefully.
okay.
What was that sound?
I read the question. This 2002 Crichton novel about a predatory cloud of nanomachines is, like many of his books, a cautionary tale about the danger of technology. This 2002 Crichton novel about a predatory cloud of nanomachines is, like many of his books, a cautionary tale about the danger of technology. Boop, boop, boop. Predatory nanomachines. The answer is Prey. Prey.
Do I literally have that on my shelf? Is this like
think
a
I
bright
didn't
orange cover?
I'm wrong.
Go somewhere else.
No, we're gonna go 2000. Get it out of the way.
All right, Pete. I tried to help you, Pete, and you ignored my advice.
Okay.
Pete, that's the Daily Double. You
All
may
right.
wager some or all of your 1,400.
I have 1400.
Correct.
It's an excellent question. Let's do 400. Let's keep it sort of safe.
Yeah. Let's walk on the wild side, shall we?
Yes.
Can I just go boop, 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 and just be done? All right, here we go. Audience, this is for you. This tense 2020 sci-fi novel by Kim Stanley Robinson is about an organization formed to combat the consequences of climate change. This tense 2020 sci-fi novel by Kim Stanley Robinson is about an organization formed to combat the consequences of climate change. Boop, boop, boop. Tense. The Ministry of the Future. Tense. Future tense.
Oh.
That was a clue.
That's what I guessed when you read the question.
Clue for a title. I had no idea what it was.
Good job, guys.
This is glorious.
Pete, it is unjustly still your board. We have the Silver Mines, location, 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 classic misters, and alternate titles. That was not a terrible clue.
400 for location times 3.
It was an amazing clue.
Location, location, location.
All right. Location, location, location. Maybe one day. Here we go. The name of this street where necessary magical sundries could be purchased was named for the sole purpose of having it be unbelievably mispronounced while sneezing. Klaus?
What is Nocturne Alley?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect, Klaus.
While sneezing?
That's...
You're going to kill yourself, Klaus. You're going to hate yourself in a second.
No, I'm gonna hate you.
The answer is Diagon Alley. When he
Oh, he said Diagon Alley and sneezed, and then he ended up in Nocturne Alley.
No one would mispronounce Diagon Alley as diagonally. Nobody. Nobody. Hate that.
So I didn't get the Lord of the Rings question, and I didn't get the Harry Potter question.
It's not your day, Klaus.
Yeah.
But don't call it a comeback, Klaus. You've been here for years. Grace isn't that far ahead.
There's still plenty of questions left for me to not get, so don't worry.
Or fail.
Isn't it?
Let's do 800 location times 3.
All right, 800 for location. Sorry, I forgot it was Pete. All right, here we go. The Gentlemen Bastards try to outwit the Grey King in the city of Camor, based on this real-world city of canals. Klaus.
What is Venice?
Venice is correct.
Oh, you beat me.
No, we all actually buzzed in for that one.
All right, Klaus?
Yeah, same category, next one. As always.
All right, here we go. Where the ocean is, according to Neil Gaiman. Grace?
What is at the end of the lane?
That is correct. That is correct. That was dumb, but I like that question.
Yeah.
It was a good question.
If I didn't get that question, I would have had to just simply leave in shame.
Has anybody read this? Have you read it, Grace? I read
Yeah, it was on my favorites of the year. I love that book.
It was an interesting atmospheric novel.
All right. Next, Grace.
Let's continue with location, location, location.
All right. Okay. This federation, heavily inspired by Japan, brutally invades the Nikara Empire in Kwang's Poppy War trilogy.
Oh.
Boosh. When I wrote this, I knew no one was going to get it, and I almost changed it, and I kept it anyway.
Thank you, Ellen.
And I don't know why.
Just
I
to
knew
see us
no one was gonna know it. I did it. I don't know why. To shame you.
I didn't even continue with that, so.
The answer is Mugen, the Federation of Mugen. Federation of Mugen. Whatever. You want to close this category out, Grace?
Yeah.
Right. I have to. The main characters are drawn to this gilded locale in the Otherland network, a location that lends its name to the entire series. The main characters are drawn to this gilded locale in the Otherland network, a location that lends its name to the entire series. You should take notes when I do book hauls. The answer is The City of Golden Shadows. Otherland is the first book in the City of Golden Shadows. All right, well, I started to get excited because we got a couple of those, but then, brought back down to earth. Grace, you may choose classical misters, alternate titles, or the silver mines.
Alternate titles for 400, please.
Oh God.
Really? You want to go now? You don't want to try to build up some
Tension.
All right, Grace, here we go. Alternate titles. Beelzebub.
What?
Beelzebub. Beelzebub. This one's good. It's good. Y'all just don't know. It's good.
I think, but maybe not.
Beelzebub is known as the Lord of the Flies.
Oh my lord.
Lord of the Flies.
Oh.
The Lord of the Flies.
That's nice.
That's good.
Okay.
Grace, would you like to continue?
I would like to continue, please.
Oh, okay, here we go. Whatever.
Pain.
Let's give it a go, shall we? Please inform my apiary that I've left the premises. Grace.
What is tell the bees that I am gone?
Yes, I'll give it to you because I gave Pete one also. It's go tell the bees that I'm gone, but I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yes, that is correct. The most recent Outlander. No,
I think that stuck in my head just because it's such an odd title.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
This the first time I heard it. I'm like alternate titles. All right, Grace.
Let's keep going.
These are all good. These are all good. All right. Flip. Particles of dead skin cells, pollen, bacteria, dirt, and insects belonging to unconscious hallucinations. Pete.
What is the dust of dreams?
Dust of Dreams is correct.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
But they're all good.
Got the Malazan one. I'm happy.
These are my favorite to do. All right, Pete, you want to continue?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Alternate titles. The ultimate rays from the nearest star. Pete?
What is the light fantastic?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The ultimate rays from the nearest star. Boop, boop, boop. This is a Guy Gavriel Kay novel, The Last Light of the Sun. The Last Light of the Sun.
Ooh, ultimate in that sense.
My wife did the same thing. My wife said the best light of the sun. And I was like, ultimate meaning last. All right.
Okay.
You want to finish this out, Pete?
Yes.
No way. All right. The clandestine plotting of the Carmine Lupine. The clandestine plotting of the Carmine Lupine. The clandestine plotting of the Carmine Lupine. Boop, boop, boop. The Red Wolf Conspiracy by Robert
my Lord.
Reddick, or Reddick, rather.
I'm glad I didn't guess.
The Red Wolf Conspiracy.
Literally.
That went about as I anticipated. So,
Me not knowing what Carmine means.
Christina didn't either. I always pilot my perhapses and alternate titles on Christina when I do them. All right.
Let's go with silver mines.
The silver mines for what?
First one, 400.
400. Here we go. The silver mines, ladies and gentlemen. The silver mines. The Carmine means red. All right. Much better received than her previous effort. This is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling by the author of Temeraire and The Last Graduate. Pete.
What is spinning silver?
Spinning silver is correct.
Man, how do you do that? I have to make sure that Alan's finished like reading first, or else I get too scared to buzz in.
Next one.
Oh,
No
You have
way.
1,000. You may
I
wager.
still have 1,000.
Yeah. You can wager up to 2,000, but if you wager 2,000 and you miss it, you will be in the negatives and will not be able to play Final Jeopardy.
I'm going to bet 2,000.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay. I don't know what this question is, so I don't know if
I don't know what this question is either, and an unknown chance of getting it. So.
All right, here we go.
All or nothing.
The unfortunately named Eustace is back and aided by Puddleglum in this sedentary Lewis novel.
What is the silver chair?
You're correct. Silver chair is correct. Good job, Pete. That puts you at 3,000.
Wow.
Back in the game. You want to continue?
Good job.
Yes.
This fluid novel about freeing the ancestral home of his companion is Dritsto Erden's second outing in Icewind Dale. This fluid novel about freeing the ancestral home of his companion is Dritsto Erden's second outing in Icewind Dale. Here's a tip for anybody coming on Jeopardy. Look up the title of all the Dritz books. They're in this, like, nearly every episode. The answer is Streams of Silver. Streams of Silver. Book 2 of the Icewind Dale trilogy by R.A. Salvatore. Continuing, Pete?
Yes.
Word. Here we go. The Giving Tree is a children's book about selflessness and our capacity for love by this American author of A Light in the Attic and Where the Sidewalk Ends. Pete.
Who is Shel Silverstein?
Shel Silverstein is correct. Oh, this is going to be a close freaking game right here. All right, and 2,000? Here we go.
Yes. Let's do it.
Are we still in silver mines right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Last one for Silver Mines. Aeneas, Prince of Troy, is known by this Sagittarian epithet, and also the name of the first book in David Gemmell's novels about the Trojan War.
can you repeat it?
Aeneas, Prince of Troy, is known by this Sagittarian epithet, which is also the name of this first book of David Gemmell's novels about the Trojan War.
I have no idea what those words mean.
I think I know it, but I'm not going to guess.
David Gemmell wrote a series of books about the Trojan War, and the name of the first one, and also the epithet of Aeneid, Sagittarian epithet, is Lord of the Silver Bow. Lord of the Silver Bow. Sagittarius being the archer. Lord of the Silver Bow.
I was thinking the Silver Centaur. So.
Sagittarius.
Centaur.
Sagittarius means archer. He just happens to be a centaur in the zodiac.
Good old Kieran.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's classical misters. I have high hopes. Classical misters. What do you want? You have 4 through 2,000. Classical.
We're gonna go painful and go 2,000 first.
This is not a wise decision.
I know.
Okay. Classical misters.
Or is it?
Unsociable and believing all babies look the same, including his own. This Sense and Sensibility character was played by Hugh Laurie in the BBC adaptation and shares a surname with a champion golfer.
I'm sorry, Evie.
Boop, boop, boop. I'm waiting for Evie to tell me she knows it. Because I like in the Discord, in the classics channel, I literally said this guy like yesterday. Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer is the correct answer. Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer. Arnold Palmer being the famous golfer. I wanted one of you to buzz in and say Mr. Woods, but you didn't.
No, because I'd remember that.
I was trying to
That's the only golfer I know.
I was trying to trap you. All right, here we go.
I could have said it was a tea mixture as well.
What do you want, Pete? 400, 800, 1200, 1600.
Oh, points. 1,600.
This workhouse overseer was shocked and unamused at Oliver's desire for more gruel, resulting in his selling the boy to a funeral man. This workhouse overseer was shocked and unamused at Oliver's desire for more gruel, resulting in his selling the boy to a funeral man.
Gets rid of the Shakespeare category. And
Really?
let's do this
Nothing?
stuff.
I hate you, Alan.
Mr. Bumble? More? I know y'all have seen Oliver, right?
I have not.
More?
I know the line, but not the person.
Mr. Bumble.
You think we like Dickens when you don't like
What do you want?
Dickens?
Four,
Come
eight,
on.
4, 8, or 12. Pick a number.
Oh, we're going to go the last one, the biggest number.
Whatever. All right. Apparently, the OG player of the game, this wealthy gentleman feels the best way to attract a woman is to insult them, and that being a good friend means meddling in his friend's relationship. Grace.
Who is Mr. Darcy?
Mr. Darcy is correct. Mr. Darcy is correct.
Thank God he's in there.
The only Mister I know, yeah.
Grace, 4 or 8?
8.
Hold on. Sarah, what is your dad? Your dad yells more at you all the time? All right, here we go. Let me clear it. All right. Oh, this violent acquaintance of a mild-mannered doctor has a propensity for murdering those who wronged him and ladies of the evening. This violent acquaintance of a mild-mannered doctor. Pete?
Who is Mr. Hyde?
Mr. Hyde is correct. Mr. Hyde is correct. Because he pretends Hyde is his friend. He pretends that he knows Hyde, even though they're the same person. All right. And the last question of the round. This romantic figure with a rough appearance and twice the years of our heroine hires the titular character to work as a governess for his ward. Klaus?
Who is Mr. Rochester?
Mr. Rochester is correct. All right. It is still anyone's game. Grace has not outdistanced anyone, so it is still anyone's game. Even Klaus can, if he doubles his money, can surpass Grace. So,
no.
Grace, you are in the lead with 9,000. Pete, you staged a comeback somewhere along the way with 5,200. And Klaus, you have 4,600. The category for Final Jeopardy is famous last lines. Famous last lines.
It's going to be a My Chemical Romance question.
Famous last lines. So you may wager some or all or none of what you have. Make your wager. Let me know when you have your wager. And then remember, everyone, hands up while the music is going. So we make sure there's no of this taking place. Famous last lines. Everybody have their answer locked in or their wager locked in? Cool. You cannot change the wager. So here we go. The question that you will have however long to respond to is, there are 171 bloody people watching this. Holy crap. That's awesome.
We're embarrassing ourselves in front of 170.
No, I'm embarrassing
You
myself.
are not embarrassing yourself as much as we do.
Hey, why doesn't anybody know my questions?
Because the categories are terrible.
My categories were not terrible, Klaus. I had a Harry Potter and a Lord of the Rings question for you, Klaus.
One question.
Well,
go on.
All right, here we go. Please be quiet in the chat. You can say you know it, but don't type the answer. All right. It is a far better thing I do than I've ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known, are the final lines of this classic novel spoken before an execution. I'll read it again. It is a far better thing I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known, are the final lines of this classic novel spoken before an execution. Write your response. Bam, bam. All right, Klaus, you were behind with 4,600. What was your response?
Frankenstein, and I wagered all of it because I have no freaking idea.
I'm sorry, Klaus. Not correct. I put you down to 0. That's okay, Klaus. You win the consolation prize. We go to you, Pete, next. What is the answer?
So, this is a guess.
Okay,
Les Miserables.
What?
Les Miserables.
That's a good guess, but I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I
How
bet
much did you wager?
all of it.
Grace, all you had to do was not wager everything.
I wagered. Oh my God, where's my camera? I wagered 1,000.
What's your response?
And I wrote nothing because I had no idea.
The answer is A Tale of Two Cities. Sydney Carton.
Freaking Dickens.
Freaking Dickens.
Before he goes to the guillotine. So, ladies and gentlemen, after a hard-fought battle, close to the very end, until the very end at least, Grace is our winner, and we'll go to the Tournament of Champions and face Leanna and Dr. Kate for a chance to compete against Jesse, the bookish mom, and Sarah from Sarah Reads, she of the fastest buzz in the West. Let's give them a round of applause, audience. Well done indeed. So, guys, thank you guys so much for coming. Everybody in the audience, this many people, like, this is so much fun watching you guys hate my questions, both in the audience and in the that's really why I do it, to see how much contempt I can garner from everybody watching or listening or playing. For those of you playing at home, you know, hopefully you did okay on Perhaps. And if you start, Grace will tell you, if you start to get big-headed because you're good at alternate titles or Perhaps, come on Jeopardy and let's see. Come on Jeopardy and then see how good you are.
I will humble you.
And Perhaps. Guys, thank you so much. It's so much fun to be back after 2 months. We will be back next month in February, hopefully, with, unfortunately, Grace does not get a rest. She must play again next month.
I have to keep my momentum going.
Right.
I can't.
That's
I
right.
can't
So
lose this.
we will be back in the in February for the Tournament of Champions, and then in March, guys, the biggest event of the year, the Tournament of Champions. So, once again, guys, Grace, Pete, Klaus, their channels are linked down in the description. Please follow them if you are not already following them. And you know, we'll be back. Again, I make these categories and I'm just like, you know what? Let's test people's general knowledge about books. And that's always a bad idea. But so
Dickens.
You know, it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for being on here. Audience, thank you guys so much for watching. You know, it's super fun. This is one of my favorite things that I get to do. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Goodbye.
So y'all hang tight while I end this broadcast.